would not charge the mound or the official, right? That's what it was.
Yeah, and if anything, Ellie probably didn't come off looking that great, pointing to the umpire. As like just a technical issue, right? Nobody was accusing him of cheating, and maybe he didn't even understand what was going on, being the inexperienced player that he is, because he pointed to this like, hey, And again, I believe it was a device that measures some type of knob speed or something, or some kind of measurement with the bat, performance measurement.
Yeah, it's interesting because I kind of feel like, we had talked about this before with this Reds team, that they might be buyers, come time here for postseason. They got all this youth now. Maybe they could get some guys that could, help them with a little bit with starting pitching to be a little bit more consistent. But I'm just telling you, I mean, maybe the Nationals are scrappy, but this Reds team is something else right now. I think I got to go ahead and take the Reds here again. Taking the first two games, should be able to sweep this one with solid pitching. No matter if they have Gore there on the mound or not. Nationals bullpen, still a little bit, crappy there as well.
Yeah, I'd be afraid not to go with the Reds at this point. They're just everything is clicking, everything is feels right, and Williamson, he's basically winning you a half a unit every time he's out there. Been at good prices also, and we know the Reds have been terrific underdogs during this streak. They're starting to become less of an underdog, but again, here, like I said yesterday, we had them. Yeah, they were a slight favorite against Gray with Ashcraft, right? And now they're going to be an underdog here to Gore. Yeah, maybe the left-hander. Maybe there's something to that. But I think actually the starters might fare very, very. I think the starters might fare well. You look at these two teams; they do put up quite a bit of runs. But I don't know, with two left-handers going in a day game, I'm more apt to think under. But let's just go with the Reds. It just feels right.
Sounds good to
me. Make sure I don't leave out the chat. I'm sure nobody had any comments. I didn't know if I didn't miss any comments about our discussion about the bat performance. I felt like if I wasn't going to mention it, and I felt like if it got mentioned, I would tell that, because there was a lot of confusion on that. And I was watching that game at that, and they didn't even know what was going on. I had to do some, there was a story, all the quotes after the game. I was very interested in that because I just can't get enough of De La Cruz.
Right.
I'm just every at bat. I just want to see this guy every second right now, and I don't know if anybody else. All right, I'm all caught up a little bit, I think. Except Ron says, "Look, I hate those ads," and I was like, thinking about it when I was going through the ads, and I know an ad sometimes comes up and I'm like, wow, we're sponsored by an ad, but then I hate the ads too. All right. Right. Trying to get to the picks here. I might have skipped over all those comments.
Yeah. Well, Perky, he's on the Reds money line this morning for sure. This is the save your marriage bet, I guess, is kind of
it is. This point. Okay. Well, a
lot of it's more, basically, I see still lots of folks talking about their winners, a couple losses, but I think that's, okay. I think compared to, probably the overall picture of things yesterday, right?
Reds just feel good. I mean, we might go down with the ship, and I'm sure they're going to be huge public side today. I just feel like.
Well, Fernando likes the Reds. Brett B said Gore was annihilated last time.
Perfect.
And Thomas, he likes the over, but we got I think it was CTG. He said, I like the under. So he's kind of, looking like where you're thinking.
Yeah, it looks unanimous. I guess we got to make it a consensus because no one, I don't even see even our biggest contrarians wanting to get on the Nationals here. I don't see anybody.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, Thomas Lewis was saying, Mindy, have you ever broken a bat? The answer would be no. I did not, but they, we all use the, the I don't know what alloy it is.
The aluminum, though,
the aluminum bats. That's what we use. They would bend. The only way they would break is if you were in weather that was like under 32 degrees, basically. Other than that, you would have to hit it just an absolute ton of time before you destroyed them. Not enough to do in a season. But it's not like the Bo Jackson type of thing.
And even though the baseball uses the aluminum, the softball uses the composite, right?
No. Yeah, I think it's more like a graphite anymore, like a golf club in a way.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I don't know. I have a slow pitch, my slow pitch bat. I spent $300 on it, and I'm a singles hitter. I don't feel like I'm wasting my money, but it does feel good when I get a hold of one. It did feel good. All right.
And good morning to Theo. Hannah says you guys are the best. We appreciate that, Theo. Thanks for watching. And you have a cute puppy on there. I'll tell you.
Okay. I missed that. Okay, thank you for catching that. Again, Mindy, I'm just so happy. We get really a lot of contributions that are getting, I don't want to say unmanageable, but it's good to have all that this
all the comments,
viewership. And again, it's all about your guys' contribution. So that's why I'm trying to keep up with you guys and make a little pick with Mindy. Let her do her handicapping, and I'll just agree and take the Reds because I love Ellie De La Cruz. But I also think Williamson's done a nice job, and Gore's dropping a quarter unit every start. He's out there right now. So maybe, again, at this price, even money, come on. All right. The Athletics and the Tigers. Here is Hogan Harris getting the start now in this one. Steam came in on the Tigers, Mindy, right before the show started. Lorenzen, I don't know. I mean, nothing special here, but you're playing the A's. The Tigers have maybe some of their best momentum of the season, a little bit anyway. And they're playing the A's.
Right.
I think I said that 3 times.
Yeah, well, you had the A's yesterday on the run line. I was not quite the believer. Went ahead and took the Tigers, got beat up there. Tigers, though, just couldn't hit anyone in. They had tons of opportunities, tons of guys on base. If they could have got out to a little bit of a jump rather than the A's, it might have been a different story. I think that was just a game of total momentum yesterday, and I was real happy for the A's to get those kind of runs. I think they really needed one of those games, but I'm not so sure we're going to go ahead and get a back-to-back. Again, the A's usually only average the 2 to 3 runs per game. I like the Tigers in this one. They're averaging closer to 4. You do have, again, Ramon talked about it, a little bit of elevated ERAs with both of these. Hogan Harris, 5.52 on the road. Lorenzen, 4.18 at home. Do like the Tigers here. Also have the better bullpen.
All right, Mindy, take the Tigers here with Lorenzen. Yeah, but the 6.27 ERA. 0-4 in his last 6 starts. But again, going against the A's, and the A's are back to, they're playing some of their best all of a sudden. So back to that, almost to that streak that they had. Certainly, they won 5 of their last 8. So give these, and also they've been covering run lines now more consistently as well. So, look, these 2 teams are producing overs. I think there's still room for this. I don't know if I want to even play the Tigers. You just said money line anyways, right? Even though.
The Tigers, I think they're sitting at what, -1? Yeah, 165.
Yeah,
that's on the money line.
But you said regular money line, so I want to lay $1.65 with Lorenzen for me. So I'm going to have to dip in, and I think I was going premium here with this. I think it's got room up to a 9 or juice 9 over. Lorenzen's gone over in 6 of his last 8. Detroit 16-6-1 to the over last 23. A's 9-3-1 to the over last 13. So. Harris, 5 ERA in his 8 appearances this season. 3 of them starts, but I'll go over and feel pretty strongly about it. Would have been premium. I don't want to lay this money line. Probably not going to. I don't know if I'm going to take Oakland today. Maybe I could grab some run line with them, but I'm not going to go against you here. A's to win back-to-back. Okay, let's just go with Mindy on the Tigers. I'll go on the A's. Hope I didn't miss anything here with chat wanting to talk me into it with you, but let's
It's kind of
see.
split.
Okay,
Tigers, A's, yeah.
well, because right,
But he says the over, Solo said super solid. So just take the over.
well, yeah, but Crush does like it under here. Just I mean, yeah, the lineups are questionable, but I just feel I have worries about these starters certainly here today, and the fact that you look at the A's and I just pointed out a bunch of trends if you like that sort of thing, and
Right.
I'm not making I love a good trend as much as anybody, but I'm really just talking about over in the last few like week or two of games. I don't have any quantifiers or day game, night game, turf or grass. I'm just talking about these teams are going over. So, all right. Okay, great stat, Nathan. Here we go. I think Mayor's saying, yeah, no, over's the play. I think that's what he's saying. Okay, let's move on to the next one with Cubs. And again, here, yesterday we got burned a little bit. I think. Well, no, the great comeback.
You were okay.
Good job, Brewer. Yeah. The Brewer fans were certainly upset. You saw what I thought of the game, right? I mean, I thought it was over. So, yeah, we were able to get this one, and it wasn't by any, the Brewers cost themselves a little bit. So interesting though to me the line because Stroman he's always out there giving a good battle, and now he's here as an underdog. I'm showing as a pick 'em and 8 under 20.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Cubs will continue to win. That's kind of how it's been. They've had success versus the Brewers the previous series. I think the Cubs could still be a dangerous team. It's one of those that they just have really cooled off at the bats lately. I kind of feel like they were hitting better when they had a little bit more of their success. 8-2 in their last 10 versus the NL Central are the Cubs. I think they're the ones that are on the roll. I like Peralta, what he's been doing. But yeah, I think Stroman today, he has the better ERA, gives up less home runs per 9, also less walks. So give me the Cubs today.
All right. Yeah. No, I think Stroman goes out there and always gives. Now, last 2 games have not been good. There's no doubt. But, if anything, I don't know. We're seeing a
You
little bit
talked
of
about a little bit
fatigue.
of finger blister or something, maybe.
No, okay, right. Good
Yeah.
point. Good point. 11 ERA in his last 2 starts, lost them both. Peralta, 4.73 in his last 6 starts. Brewers, 12-7 in their last 19. And the Cubs, they're up and down. And even though they got it done yesterday, and that was, like I said, it was a stunner. So I'm glad we got it. I'm glad we got it. I was ready to give up in that one. I mean, I got a scratch on my sheet where I was like, this is going to be a loser. But maybe that's why I kept thinking, did we win 7 or 8?
Gotcha.
Yesterday. Maybe that might have been the one because that was felt like a turnaround point. That was a turnaround point for the Cubs. Let's see. Let's go. We know we have, Cubs experts here for sure. With there's Scotch. He did say on the Cubs here. I think Fernando's saying over. Let's see. 8 bump and runs here today. Hello, Burley as well. Brewers should have won, but didn't, and that's kind of Brewer-ish. If you know what I'm Brewers fans know what I mean. So here comes, yeah. So okay, Mindy, I don't know. I'm giving the Brewers a chance today. So I'm gonna move into the total here. I think, yeah, Otani. There's definitely something wrong. Now Trout's out, but we'll talk about that. And hey, some teams have lost some games in interesting fashion over the last couple of nights, right? Mayor says Cubs. Tyrone Bell, Cubs.
You mean like the Marlins?
First 5. The Cardinal game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Let me definitely look into the total here. I'm going to take the over in this one with the Cubs and the Brewers. Stroman's games have been going under, but I do have some concerns about these last couple of starts. And at 8, if it's juiced to the under, I think there's room. Is it moving lower? I'm not going to worry about the move. I'm gonna take the over. The Brewers have gone under in just one of their last 6. Cubbies first 5. Money line for Nathan. CTG on Milwaukee too. I don't know if I'm going to make it to a premium with them. And I love I'm a big Stroman supporter when most people have not been. And he's not necessarily his numbers are his FIP's always going to be higher or whatever, but still keeps a low ERA and doesn't get a lot of run support, unfortunately, and it makes him he has to work so hard, it seems like. All right, Mindy on the Cubs. I'll take the over. Here comes game 1. Now, I don't know if anything's changed. Mindy, yesterday, I was on the Blue Jays, and you were on the over.
Yes.
And this line does feel like yesterday was maybe the Blue Jays were 120 or so. I don't recall. And
that's what it was.
Yeah. And the total certainly touched a little bit of 9.5, but also opened as low as 8.5 over 20. So I guess it's just settled. Do you change your mind or?
No, I did not change my mind because again, it's Berrios is susceptible to the long ball. So is Lance Lynn. He gives up 2.10 home runs per 9 innings there. So it's one of those. Also, if you take a look at Berrios and Lynn, they always let guys on via the walk. And Lynn has that 7.22 ERA at home. So still like the over today.
Okay. There was a late move yesterday, but again, they were playing in a rain delay. There definitely was a move to the under late, right as game time. I don't know if it was steam or what, but it caught my attention, and I wanted to play it, and I'm like, well, just to bet it. I can't put it as a pick. But you make a solid argument here. I'm going to get on this one now with you. I'm going to end up with the over in this one. I'm going to take over with you in this game in a doubleheader, mind you. Again, this one will be at 5:10 Eastern, 4:10 Mindy, and 2:10 Pacific, if I'm not mistaken, everybody. So note that because there is a doubleheader now because of the rain out yesterday, and I'll wait for the doubleheader I'll just keep it in order here. But let's see if anybody commented. Hello, Michelle. Hello.
It's been a while.
Yes. Great to see you. And okay, we'll get to it, Ron. Yeah. Solo fade Berrios Thomas on the Jays. Jays here. Tony wrote up the Jays. I know that. And Michelle says White Sox, though. Butterscotch over in game 1. Tom Leach got tennis bangers. Hope that's not trademarked.
The bangers is trademarked.
Yeah. I can't mention it on the air.
Right, gotcha.
Nathan over. Jeremy says over in both games. So let's just wait on that, Mindy, because I just don't know the second game. I don't want to confuse anybody because we might not be as solid as we are because I was actually waiting for you to say the over. I'm maybe playing coy a little bit. But I want to come back with you on this one now at 9 with Berrios and Lynn. All right. Here comes the Cardinals in the morning. So that was yesterday, right? With the crazy finish, or
yeah.
Okay, I was saying for some reason it was 2
Quite
days
a while
ago.
Back and forth.
Yeah. Okay. These games, I guess, they're just going by so fast. So that was yesterday with the crazy play, giving the win late there with the throw it down the line, throw it down the first base line, 2-run score. So today, Flaherty and Perez maybe has hit a little bit of a wall. This total has dropped significantly. I thought the reported steam came in on the over, but right now I'm showing mostly 8 flat here all of a sudden. But Perez is still about $1.30.
Yeah, I mean, I expect Perez to bounce back after that 5-run first inning. He hadn't had an outing like that at all. So I'm going to go back on Perez today, taking the Marlins. I like him. He still has that 1.01 ERA at home, even though he had that bad last outing. Flaherty's been a little up and down, and that Cardinals offense has been as well. So give me the Marlins here again.
Okay, man, Flaherty's a gamer out there. 4.76 ERA in his last 4 starts. So, but the Cardinals have won. They can't beat anybody. But when Flaherty's out there, they've won 7 of his last 9 starts. But the Cards have lost 6 of their last 8 games. Perez, last 9 starts, 1.47 ERA. He's gone under in 7 of the last 8. Oh boy. I mean, how can you? I mean, this Cardinal, the way that game ended yesterday, oh man, it feels like shenanigans. It just feels like it's going to be shenanigans again here, even with Perez. I mean, and look, I mean, I've been on loving Perez from it. It hasn't been profitable. He's about treading water, unit wise. So, oh man, I'm just not comfortable with the way that went yesterday. So I do have some concerns about Miami as a favorite today, even against these sad sack Cardinals. Give me the over in this one at 8. Look, I love Perez.
Scotch lock here today.
I feel like
the Scotch lock, Miami. Here we go.
Okay, I feel like I'm going to ruin it because everybody's going to want Miami, and no one's going to want the over. I feel like I'm totally on an island here in this one. But Ron says he's got over for Uri's strikeouts. Crush on the Marlins. I think RC's saying over here.
Brett B. Cardinals inventing new ways to lose games.
They are. But I mean, they were. It's all going to be Miami. I can't switch now.
Yeah, Thomas likes Miami. Mayer likes Miami on the run line. Leach likes the Marlins.
Cost us here. I might cost us a win. I mean, Miami,
But of course, Fernando likes the Cardinals. So
yeah,
right?
I'm just
a little contrarian there. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to be, pulling a premium on the Cardinals. I'm not even sure which side I'm on. I just don't want to. Okay. No, I think you guys have I'm going to be contrarian in this game. I mean, there's no doubt the Cardinals are terrible right now. Again, but this is baseball, and I just have a price point and all that. I sometimes believe these computer printouts. Mindy.
Right.
So that's what I'm going to do, Jeremy. I'm just going to go over. Look, the reported steam came in on the over. Now it's back down to 8. I'm going to go over. I want to hit refresh one more time.
Refresh. Here we go.
One book I look at. I doesn't have a. I like the older odds, so it's not all instantaneous. So I have to refresh. 8 under 15 now, so it's even moving lower. I'll just go over.
Okay.
Fernando's on the Cardinals, right? Okay.
Yeah. Thomas Lewis says it's suspect. We just had the breakdown a couple days ago. Yeah.
All right. I hope it's not costing us. We had a great day yesterday with a lot of plays. I don't want to hold us back right now. Phillies and Rays. This one's actually a little bit tough, Mindy, because I don't even know if we have. Yeah, that line's wrong. Sorry about that. I don't know. I think I had maybe an old shell up there. It's 125. Armstrong is the starter. 130, 9 over 15 here. Sanchez and Armstrong in this Phillies Rays.
Yeah. This one's going to be, interesting here, I think, today. because you use Sanchez. He's been really good, averaging 11.3 Ks per 9. Has had some, a good road start. And then Armstrong, his ERA 1.35 at home. I mean, to me, this one looks like it might not be a duplication of yesterday. I think I'm going to go ahead and go under with the way these two have been pitching. A little bit of, I say, the lack of offense, perhaps, for the Rays here as of late. So I'm going to go ahead and take under the total here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree, especially if it's creeping up here at 9 over 15 or over 20. I was willing to go under it at about probably 8.5 over 20, and now you're talking about a whole half a run higher. So this is one I do want to take the under on. I mean, it is a bullpen. It's a typical bullpen game for Tampa Bay.
Sure.
So that should be
no problem. 1 or 2 a week, it seems, as of late.
Well, and they have gone over in 11 of their last 15, but the Phillies have gone over in just 4 of their last 18, and Sanchez has gone under in all 4 of those starts you mentioned. 3.72 ERA, he's 0-2, but the 2 games that he didn't get a decision, the Phillies did win those games. So I'm going to go under in this one with you, with the Phillies and the Rays, and expect some decent pitching here. Here's Solo with the Phillies. Ron's going to be on the Rays.
Butterscotch has it as a Scotch lock. The Nerfy, that would be. No runs first inning. I like that. See, that's going towards our under there.
I mean, you can't deny what the Phillies are up to right now. It's just terrific. They're taking their turn at being hot.
That's right.
So Thomas here. Oh, and Nerfy.
Ron is still on the Rays, of course. Okay. He's the new Moneyline Mills down there. Should be wearing his Rays jersey like every day.
Saw Moneyline in a chat room. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. Hey, Roosevelt Wilson is here today, and he's got the under. Nice to have you, Roosevelt. Walk this way here today. All right, Philly all day.
2-time stars at Starbucks. Hey, it's a good day for Starbucks as well.
Is that a message in the chat?
It just came up, yeah, as I'm looking down. I was like, oh, double star day at Starbucks. I'm there.
In our chat, somebody said, or it's like an ad?
No, it came up as a little notification on my phone as I'm looking at comments here. So giving me extra incentive to stay.
Motivation to get this show over with. Okay. Yeah, maybe they are. Tampa Bay's lost 4 in a row, and we know they were even going down a little bit before that. I mean, they're still 25 games over 500. And the Phillies playing some of their best ball of the season right now. 20 wins in their last 27 games. So let's go under, though. I like this one under. Doesn't seem like anybody really has much on the total in this one, but I think the Phillies are attracting enough attention. Certainly getting no value, I don't think, anyway, considering the Rays' excellent home record, but now down to $1.30. I don't know. I think Phillies are going to be pretty popular. I could find my way to the Phillies, but I don't know for that price if I could get a premium out of it. We'll see. Here we have
Foster still likes the Phillies. Tom Leach likes the Phillies. Okay. So yeah, lots of Phillies fans here today.
Great.
Getting some plus money too.
All right. Well, let's we're down with the under, and here the Orioles and the Yanks. Orioles on the road, $1.20 favorite here. 8.5 over, -115. This one did get hit with some steam. We saw, I think, as high as 9 under 20 maybe, but does seem like it's going down pretty significantly on this total, 8.5 over 15.
Yeah, Severino hasn't exactly looked good. He's kind of given up some, multi-run leads there for the opposition. I just kind of feel like, the Orioles had their number yesterday. I like the Yankees, but again, I kind of feel like, Baltimore's bullpen's probably going to come through for him today. Going to go with Bradish. I think he's been okay here in the last couple games. 4.46 ERA is a little bit elevated on the road. But again, he doesn't give up the long ball very often to this Yankees team. So going Orioles today.
All right, Mindy says take the Orioles in this one with Bradish on the road. Yeah, Orioles, they have lost 11 of their last 19 right now. I don't know. For me, I'm going to look at the total, I think, on this one. Orioles is a road favorite here, even against the Yankees. I know I give the Yankees too much respect day in and day out on this show, probably. And I don't know what the chat might be thinking. Maybe I might consult with them, actually.
A lot of Orioles, like Yankees over.
Okay, because I'm on this.
Likes under.
I'm going to be on. Yeah, I'm going to be on this under here with Bradish and Severino. Severino, look, it hasn't been pretty, no doubt about it right now. But 8.5 over. Yeah, Bradish looked pretty sharp over his last 4 starts. 2.16 ERA. Do want to consult with the chat. I'm committed, I guess, here, but let's see. With Brett says Orioles. And high voltage here today. Okay, high voltage. Baltimore, Michelle on the under. Butterscotch on Baltimore. Here's over for Thomas. Bionic on Orioles. Bump and run says Orioles. Yankees first 5 for Tom. Michael Thompson is checking in, and he says, good morning, take Baltimore.
Been waiting for this one.
Here is Crush saying Yankees to take the series of Tyrone Baltimore. There's definitely no consensus here with our group, right? There's definitely attention on both
interest
sides. One thing nobody's on is on the under, I think, and that's me.
Burley likes the under.
Okay.
Michelle. Yeah. Okay, Burley and Michelle. You got a couple supporters there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just chasing that steam. I'm not getting the best price here anymore. I think 9 under 20 was probably the best could have had. I'll just look to get it out here on the show. Bradish has gone over in just 1 of his last 6 starts. Other than that, Yankees offense has picked it up a little bit. I know everybody wants, the typical storyline ever since Judge went out. Well, okay, we're last week. They've actually, so the first 2 or 3 weeks, whatever, it was really bad. But if you look at over the last 7 days, they've gone up from that, at least that little skid offensively. And I guess maybe they've figured it out a little bit, or you get more comfortable with the shuffling and who's in front of you. All right. Oh, okay, great. Solo the total, right? That's what you're saying. Okay, here we go. Fernando said everyone's on the O's. I thought I saw a number of Yankee supporters. I don't know. Did I not see it right? All right. Okay, here's the Royals and the Guardians. I just didn't want to complain because that Cubs finish was felt lucky.
Yeah, so was the Marlins. I mean,
right.
That was a little bit of luck too. Sometimes you got to have the luck go your way. Right,
yeah,
Ramon?
but there were two decisions in there that I'm trying to remember what they were. I won't. No, let's get into it. Yeah, I don't want to harp on yesterday. We're in the previous show. Royals and Guardians here. Just felt like we could have really had a big one. Royals and Guardians.
You're not letting it go, Ramon.
Yeah. Well,
you're like, I gotta let this go.
Look, well, I mean, you guys are laying out some pretty good favorites today that I think are going to be public favorites. I just have some reservations about them, and you guys are all over them, and I'm not. So Royals and Guardians, here again, $2. I mean, this is going to be tough. If you think about it, I don't care if it's Jordan Lyles. He's tasted victory.
Tasted victory.
But still, $2 here. Total 9 under 15 for sure. Some steam came in on the under here, and now the favorite is under 9 under 15.
So Lyles got 2 victories now, right? Did he win back to back?
I don't think.
Wasn't that what it was?
Let's
I
just
thought he
check
got
on
I thought he got the Dodgers. Maybe I'm wrong. Should I look it up real quick here?
'Cause I usually go, me, I like to go with did the team win or not, more so than
Than if it was actually Jordan Lyles with the
1 in
victory.
15. 1 in 15,
1
Mindy.
in 15. And I do think he is worse on the road than at home. I was thinking, he pitched well versus the Dodgers. I thought anyway. But yeah, so many games go here and there. But again, 5.40 ERA in June. Disastrous on the road. 8.02 Tyler Bybee. We like him, right? We think he's in a little bit of a groove. He's an exceptional rookie here this season. Only 4 runs in his last 3 outings. Give me the Cleveland Guardians here on the run line.
Oh. Ooh. I'm all right. I'm all right. I don't know if I want to do it. I want to lean to Jordan Lyles a little bit. Maybe we just celebrate it. They talked about it. We waited for so long, and we had and we were,
We
look,
had a
by the
good time
time it
with it,
happened,
right? Yeah.
we were talking about it back when it was 6 and 7 and 8 games because I was making it because that's how I keep score. I think everyone knows when I say, hey, I'm like, oh, this guy's dropping a half a unit every time he's out. Well, Jordan Lyles dropped a whole unit for the first 15 times he was out there. So,
Right.
I was talking about it from game 6, 7, 8 on, and then of course we got one of the top gambling storylines. But still, for me, yeah, I like Bybee, but I don't know. I like Jordan Lyles a little bit. I hate this price. That's all I think I feel with this one. And look, with these two teams, you think under City, right? I mean, these teams are always going under, especially the Guardians. But at 9, I'm going to go over. I'm going to go really contrarian here.
Ramon, I forgot to tell you, it is Vinny Pasquantino Day for the Omaha Royals here in Omaha. You can go get your bobblehead. I know you liked him at the early on in the season before he got, demoted.
I do. No, I do. I don't know. The Royals are bad. We know that. Maybe this is a team, the Guardians, they should be able to beat up on them. I'll take the over, even though these teams always go under, but not lately for the Royals. They have gone over in 6 of their last 8, and Lyles has gone over in 5 of his last 8 starts. So total creeps down to 9. I'm going to take over. I know they go under a lot. Maybe that's why I don't want to go premium on it. Crystal Craig, hello.
Awesome. What is it? Looks like chatter number 111. I thought that's what I saw.
Okay, we're 117 now. We got a cool channel led by our leader Tony Telez, a revolutionary pioneer in YouTube sports handicapping. And Mindy and I joined his team, and they said, "Give them their own show."
Right.
All right.
Who else would people want to listen to in the morning besides us?
Well, that's it. Maybe that's why we talk about some other things. We try to make it like a little bit of a variety show because it's a morning show, but really it's all about your picks. So get your picks ready, and if you got one, or you can just listen to the picks. But it is great to have you, Bionic, here. All right. Yeah, nobody's laying $2. I do kind of Scotch want. I don't want to lay a run and a half with Cleveland right now, even against the. Look at what happened last night. Another game where we kind of I didn't want to complain about the couple of beats that maybe the Dodger game, right? They were bases loaded, 3-2 pitch, check, swing, strike 3. We won another, right by the skin of your just by the umpire's decision.
Right.
All right. So enough on this game. Mindy on the run line. I'm on the over. So Crystal, we try to talk a little bit of everything and then keep it light too, but
and go over the full card. So all the professional sports, we're after it right now.
Some serious sports picks that Mindy and I are going to bet on. So here's the Rangers and the Red Sox. Good matchup here with Eovaldi. Everybody talking about, him on the Rangers now, getting this start here. Favorite a dollar, maybe $1.40 now, and the total 10/15.
Yeah, I feel like I got to go with Evaldi and the Rangers here. I missed Evaldi's start last time. I kind of faded him. I paid the price. I'm going back on him here again today. Rangers looking good with the bats here as well. Give me Evaldi and the Rangers. I think it's a decent price, minus 135 today.
Yeah, it's not a great price, but I want to take Eovaldi. I had Red Sox as a premium yesterday. I liked the Rangers today in this one, and I want to be on them. He doesn't get as much run support as he needs necessarily. He's been in some close games for sure, but still consistent. 2.89 ERA last 3 starts. Crawford's been decent, been good. Sox have won 4 of 5. Rangers have lost 8 of 12, but I want to take the Rangers here today. I imagine it won't be a unanimous, and I think there will be some Boston
I
picks.
don't see any yet. Everyone likes those Rangers today.
It was Tony's birthday a few days ago. I think I typed it into the chat, or if I'm not, happy birthday, Tony. There's money line. Yeah, it was maybe yesterday or the day before. And money line, saw money line hanging out in some late night live chat room the other night. Trying to remember which one it was. Butterscotch, Texas money line. He's got his lock. So I'm glad to see that there are Rangers supporters in here, because I was on Boston yesterday and they looked, they got it done. So, but it's all Rangers. Okay, so this is a consensus, Mindy. I was just afraid, the Rangers have definitely not been performing as well of late. Solo is going to be on the other side. But again, we're taking the road favorite here. That's just what feels a little bit icky to me, but I just like Eovaldi. Yeah, and I don't want to put too much emphasis on that fact. I mean, that's, I don't know. I always want to fade the obvious storyline, it feels like sometimes. But yeah, but again, their offense, that's been their, all of a sudden it's fading a little bit. Matt D, hello.
Good morning, Matt.
All right, well, Jeremy, I mean, we're going to be on him, and I think that's all we can say about it. Let's take him, Mindy.
Right.
Do I have this right? No, we don't know what's going on. No, Watkins. What do you got? I got Watkins. It's a bullpen game, no matter what. I don't know if it's Watkins. I'm just going to put down. I think Tony said it was Watkins, so I'm going to say it's Watkins.
I got nothing.
Okay. I got nothing
on that one.
And I think the price here, let me see here. Maybe Ronel Blanco could be in there as well, so we don't know. But I think the Astros will be considered the favorite here. That total might be a little bit low. Let me see. Does anybody have any information on this? I really don't know. The total may end up, I'm going to say 8/30. I'm going to say that total I have there. My early projection was just maybe wrong.
Yeah, I just feel like, though, with Kirby, he is one of those pitchers that's getting the run support when he needs it. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Mariners today. It looks like against a lot of folks here that want to take the Astros big time. But I'm going to go ahead and take Kirby with the Mariners. A little bit of plus money today. Again, Seattle's one of those that has one of those really nice bullpens. 9th best team ERA right now. So I just kind of feel like with this starter, this is a good spot for the Mariners today. That's who I am taking.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a bullpen game for the Astros. So Astros are hot, though. They've won 8 of their last 10, but Seattle's won 4 of their last 5. This is this is a new series. I think all these other ones, well, except for one, right? No, this might be the only new series of the lot here, right? Who cares? Anyways, only I
Yeah,
would.
who was Seattle playing yesterday?
Only I would pay.
Guardians, right? Oh, I can't
Right.
remember. No,
That's what I
the
meant to say.
Guardians.
The only ones that didn't play, right? So I think maybe you won the challenge yesterday, Mindy. It was in the WNBA.
That's right. Versus the Sparks.
I'll take the Astros here with their recent streak and at home
Challenge.
Yeah, you had it. Yesterday was with the Dream over the Sparks. You crushed me in that one, and you had the premium over. You knew exactly what was happening. Get that WNBA in just a moment. All right, Mindy, a little. You take the Mariners. I'll take the Astros, and just because I don't want to saddle us with I don't know. Mariners as a dog might be okay here, but anybody in the you said the chat had some plays. Okay.
Oh yeah, they were big on Houston.
Okay, because I mean, I just I guess I'm not worried about the pitch. I mean, we all know it's a bullpen. In Houston, they've kind of got into the bullpen theme a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think I had Tyrone, I had Scotch. They were the ones that kind of like Seattle. Everyone else was kind of looking towards the Astros.
Yeah, Thomas, we're not serious. Look, these are games you're going to end up closer when the line comes out at every book. Then it's all systems go. Here we're just trying to give a little preview, I would think, of the game. So, great point, Scotch. Houston used their top 3. They went five innings out of the bullpen yesterday, 4.2 the day before, I believe. All right. Burley on the under. Ron, thank you very much, Ron. So we kind of got it right there. And Blanco is another name that I saw a little bit. So maybe we'll see him. I don't know if Valdez got pushed back. These days are all running together, Mindy. We need a day off. All right.
Right.
Game 2, I don't know. Here's another one where maybe we just I think we got a little more info. Banks. I'm showing Banks here as a starter. So that feels kind of like a bullpen game here, of course, in game 2. For this one, I just don't know. Yeah, I have a line. Maybe it is Toronto 125, 9 over 20, I'll say.
Well, I'm going to go back on the Blue Jays again. If it's one of these that it is a bullpen game, I feel like the bullpen is stronger for Toronto right now than Chicago. I mean, Chicago's bullpen, they're sitting at 5.01 here over the same amount of time as if we take a look at the last week compared to each of these two. So yeah, that's where I'm going today. I'm taking the Blue Jays solely based on if it's a bullpen game, it kind of looks like it might be. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Blue Jays.
Yeah, this may be Tanner Banks as an opener. He's been out there 3 other times, I believe, in the same. But he can go a couple innings, I think. He has 9 games and 22 innings pitched. So, you said Blue Jays, though, right?
Yes, I am. Taking them again. Taking the Blue Jays.
Okay, in game 2, we're going to play 2 games of doubleheader. I'm scared. But take the Blue Jays in game 2 with our man Kikuchi.
Oh, yeah. Is it Kikuchi? I'm sorry. I thought it was undecided still. But yeah, no, I like that. I like it.
I'm sorry. Let me at least put the graphic up there. That would probably help us.
I thought I missed it. I thought it was still undecided. But yeah, Kikuchi I like for sure. That makes I was thinking it was going to be more of a bullpen game here for Toronto. So I'm happy with Kikuchi on the mound. Plus, a stout bullpen. So I'm ready to go on that one.
Yeah, I think we're solid on Kikuchi. So okay, great, because that's a great price. But again, that price, we don't. I don't think we have any. Oh yeah, one book is out. A couple of books do have that game of one major offshore book, $1.35, and the biggest American online book, $1.25. So we could be laying $1.30 here. I'm okay. Talking about like what might be premium quality for me, $1.40 or might be okay for me. We're gonna get some Blue Jays here. D1, hello, nice to see you, Arnez, as well. And Ron says, yeah, Banks. Like I said, strictly an opener, but 22 innings and 9 starts would indicate to me he can go 2 or 3. It is a doubleheader after all. So Fernando on the White Sox, though. And Scott Toronto, did I already say that? So not a lot on this one, it looks like, though, Mindy.
I put my Cash App out there. If Arnez wants to pay me in coffee, I'm more than happy with that.
All right, I'll put it out there for the world to see. You may start rolling in the donations there.
Yeah, I mean, we got a long go until All-Star break. What do we got? Friday, Saturday, Sunday? 3 more days.
All right, we're on both games of doubleheader, and I don't know. I'm not one that says I tend to stay away from doubleheaders. It's just that I usually, harder on premium, so I feel okay. We're on it early with our team steam picks coming off a big day. Here's the Mets and Diamondbacks, Carrasco and Nelson. Nelson $1.30, maybe even $1.35 now. This total's dropping a little bit here. I'm showing the total now at 10 flat.
Well, I don't know, Ramon. I see some folks that are not happy with this Diamondbacks team here. So I'm going to go back on the Mets here in this spot. I kind of feel like they've had a little bit of improved play. I think Carrasco's been pretty decent on the road, I kind of feel like here. Nelson, he has not been good. What do they say? The worst whip in baseball this season? So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go on the Mets here today. Feel like they're finally healthy, finally maybe ready to go a little bit.
Yeah, so obviously this was the game that I was one of the ones I was referring to. Yeah, we got beat. Yeah, we had the Diamondbacks. Great job, Mets. Great job, Senga. Way overlooked. This guy's really pretty darn good. There's no doubt about it. He's kind of saved the Mets' butt in a several games. Yeah, he hasn't been great every time, but considering I don't know, it was 1-0. It didn't look like the Mets couldn't get anything done. It looked like the bats were ice cold. All we saw on Mets Twitter was more complaining, and they found a way to get it done. So, man, can they find another way to win against Nelson? I don't know. I'm going to take the over in this game here, over 10 with Carrasco and Nelson. I mean, look, it was 2-1 yesterday. I was flabbergasted about that.
The Diamondbacks had that game the whole way, too. The whole way.
No, I mean, that was one, feels uncomfortable giving out the over a little bit, but I do like the over in this game today. All right. Yeah, maybe I'm just a little steamed. I don't know. I didn't know if you were switching to the Mets after what happened yesterday. Because still the Diamondbacks, man.
No, this is solely based off of Nelson's pitching has not been good.
Okay, fair enough on that. Nelson, last couple starts have been good, but I mean overall, yeah, about body of work, not great. But Carrasco too, 6.55 in his last 5 starts, and the Mets lost all 5 of those. So let me take the over in this one. Maybe we'll get the bats out today because 1 run wasn't enough. The Diamondbacks found out yesterday. Right. So, okay, what's the chat doing with this one? We did see those. Ron says, right. I saw the matchups for the home run derby. I don't have them. I'm not gonna. Well, we'll get something together on that. Maybe on
Yeah,
that.
what was it? Was it Alonso versus Crawford? I thought that was a pretty good
Well,
one.
Alonso. I mean, look, he's won twice. He, almost he lost. Then he lost. So look, Tyrone over. Okay, a lot of over. Thank you, you guy. I feel better. I hope you're not just saying, "Oh, Ramon likes over," so we like because I mean, yesterday was 2-1 and nobody was scoring anything. But
Yeah, what happened with your Padres team beating us right there, the bottom of 8 to take us away from our run line?
yeah, that was the other one, right?
Right.
Yesterday, and again, I mean, I was like, "Oh, we found somebody we can beat." And I still wanted to come with you on that run line. It felt we were right, and just got that run there, but. At least I want to talk about the Padres today. Okay, I think we got all the plays in here in this one. Is that real? Is that a real thing? Uh, well, who offers that? Both teams to score at least. Is that real?
Um,
I don't know. I don't have DraftKings, so I imagine
it seems like
they
that's
do.
like a FanDuel type of thing I've
Okay,
seen. I mean, I don't ever play
websites
those, but I kind of look every once in a
here in
while.
Vegas. So yeah, D1 Senga was really. Senga is that to me all that. I don't know what the inconsistency there is, and yeah, sometimes there's some problems with run support too. So, all right, I think you might have got a delivery. I don't know.
I
I see.
did. I got it. I'm going
Wow,
out. Starbucks is heading my way.
man,
I'm
I
going
might
to head to
put a
Starbucks.
cash app out there. One time a legendary Tampa Bay head coach John McKay said, "My team played like a bunch of bananas." And when he got home on Monday from practice,
There
there
was a
was
bunch of bananas.
crates of bananas sitting at his door. And the next week, when USC went out there and rolled to a victory, he said, "My team played like a bunch of Mercedes."
Yeah,
All
right.
right. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, but that's
All
good. I
right.
got it.
All right. Mindy's on the Mets. I'm on the over. Pirates and Dodgers. Again, Mindy, I mean, a check swing. I hate these run line, but man, the Dodgers here against the Pirates showing 225 though.
I'm
And the
getting harassed by my cat.
total here has dropped considerably, 8.5 over 15.
Oh goodness. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit the Pirates on the run line today, only because it's
Oh,
Urias here on the mound. He does pitch better at home than on the road, but I still kind of feel like the Pirates have been getting so close to getting this one, taking the Pirates on the run line.
all right. Mindy says take the Bucks on the run line, and after what I saw yesterday, I want to agree with you. I want to do this. What's wrong? We just haven't seen the old Urias yet. We saw Dustin May. It didn't work out. He's going to need surgery again. So a little bit of a blow for the Dodgers. I do feel bad about that. I like
Right.
Dustin May. I'm not digging up ever on the Dodgers, even though I do not like the Dodgers personally. I don't like these players
They're
getting
in
hurt.
your division. It's kind of like if Scotch would like the Cardinals. Just can't do it.
Not going to make fun. I'll make fun if they make bad plays, if they mess up their rotation. Okay, so Urias, so what's wrong? 16.5 ERA in his last 2 starts, lost them both. Dodgers have lost 5 of 10.
Lost to the Royals.
All right, sign me up. I'll try
right.
the Bucks here. We'll take the what is the run line? Minus the pick. It's like a pick 'em or so. So they were a check swing away from a bases loaded walk that would have made it one. Whether they would have gotten another hit, I don't know. But I knew when he checked his swing, and I knew it was going to get rung up, and it looked like he did as well. And there were probably not many complaints, maybe yell at him here, but seemed pretty obvious. And that's the sweat of a run line.
That's right. The sweat.
Scotch says go over in this one. It's a lock for him, so I'm not gonna. Maybe Scotch might keep me off a premium because I was liking the under. Okay, great picks here today. Looks like it's mostly going to be, yeah, we're probably on our own a little bit. I mean, Nathan's leaning Pirates, but I don't see anybody too heavy on the Bucks here other than Solo. This feels like okay. I want to look. Oviedo have not much to write home about. 0-5 his last 5 starts, but again, this one could get a little loose late. I feel like the starters actually might be okay. All right,